What's going on? Good morning. So I missed the day yesterday. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, like I told y'all. It was mental health and for my knee. Real quick, I want to touch on this real quick because people that I'm my peers and people that not my family, not my loved one, but people that like my peers and them type of people I just deal with that don't know nothing about me, that assume you don't have a story, because they have a story but they don't want to work on it or get it out there or feel like it has any value. They feel like they don't have a story. But those people, it's just funny how for a black man they feel like you ain't got nothing going on. Well, it's so crazy because I didn't think I had no mental health stuff going on. But when you start accepting it, when you start accepting like, you know what, maybe there's something, we could be better. But only white people can feel like they got some mental health issues, man. F out of here. Like that is so corny, because a white person could always constantly say, look, y'all probably cut off by now, but they probably don't, they always constantly want to talk about how they got issues, but they don't want to acknowledge nothing that we go through. And then when we bring it up, we angry. We the ones that it's being flipped now. Man, F out of here. With that all being said, I should became a teacher, because I'm telling you, parents, we got to teach our kids to be more consistent. A lot more consistent. Teach them to be consistent. Now, when it comes to anything, honestly, but I'm talking about more like their attitude, more so. Teach your kids to be consistent in their attitude. That's the easiest way to gain respect, to gain camaraderie with your class peers, your colleagues, and those things like that, whatever. That's the easiest way, and it makes most sense. Be consistent. But think about what you're consistently doing. Think about the routine you have. If you're consistently being a goofy, being a silly clown, whatever it may be, if you're consistently doing these type of things, all right, then you don't think of it, but that's how you're being seen. Think about it. There's always kids. I tell my boys this. I tell them all the time. Everybody has a label in school, like punk, ussy, fighter, get down. Everybody has a label in school. Everybody has a label. Everybody has a label. The smartest kid, everybody has a label. The stinky kid, everybody has a label. You just have a label. The funny one, he's mad funny. The fly one, you see what I'm saying? Everybody has a label. Now, you could be fly, but most times you fly, you might not be smart along with that. Or you could be one of the smartest. What's the label you got for yourself? Mind you, we ain't trying to purposely go make a label for ourselves, but my point is that you want to just be able to understand what you're creating, young people, adults. You understand what you're creating, for sure. That's the number one thing. That's above all. Understand what you're creating by the energy that you're putting out, whatever it may be, at whatever age you are. And that helps with the parents, with us. We the ones that can be able to help with that. We the ones that be able to help with that, for sure. That's all up to us. There's no other way that can get done. No other way. We got to see it. We got to mold it. We got to bring it back. We got to retract it. We got to double it down. Whatever the times can be. Because there's times we double down on things they do good. There's times we got to, all the time we got to retract. We parents. That's what our whole parenting journey is about, is retraction and repetition. 100%, y'all know that. And when we all accept that, then we'll be more inclined to less beat kids, spank them and type of stuff. We'll be less inclined to do those type of things if you know that, if you have awareness of that. And if you don't have an awareness of that, then you're not gonna understand that. Like, just point blank. You're just gonna want the issue of the child, the young person, the young human life. You want them to understand what it is you want to understand right then and there, by ass whooping or something like that. It don't work like that. Now, I give my kids ass whooping too, but got you. You can ask them. When they know it's ass whooping time, they know it's push-ups, sit-ups, wall sits, 8 counts, slow 8 counts, planks, arm circles, bicycles, mountain climbers, pull-ups, dips. This is our ass whoopings. They know that. Superman planks, they know this. But mine just ain't about that. It's about being consistent. Because if I'm consistent with them, they'll be consistent where they go and everything they do. They'll continue to be themselves consistently. Because it'll be natural. It'll be easy for them. So that's all I want to say. I had to make sure I directed my next video too towards the parents, because I gotta stop directing videos to the kids. Ain't no kid watching this unless I got something trolly going on one day, and I might do that, because I troll for something just to get a message out there. They troll to get stupidity out there. I troll to get a message out there. I don't know how. Maybe like around the holiday or something like that. I'll dress up or something and then make a video in a costume or something like that and send a message. So yeah, but I want to get it to the kids. I'm out here playing. I'm not playing. I've been through too much. I done seen too much life. I done experienced and heard about too many different lives. And like, come on now, I'm not gonna let people that haven't lived much life, or people that live the same life, or not no life nowhere near mine, try to dictate any of it. Just because of the life I'm currently living and they see me in the chapter I'm in right now. Don't let that happen to you either. So that's why I tell them kids too, my kids. In the future, you may not see these kids. I tell Messiah, my youngest, you will not see those kids in your class in the future. You just won't. He's in kindergarten. You ain't seeing none of them in the future. Once you get the first grade, then you might start seeing some kids in the future. Once you get the first grade. Me, I only see some of my first grade to fifth grade friends. Me, personally, again, this is part of the problem. People have a problem out here. It's me. I only see my first through fifth grade friends on Facebook. And then I only got a few of them. Like a very real few. Super few. Because that was just such a young, and I was, like I told you, that was a school I went to outside of where I lived and walked every single day. So I don't see those kids all the time. Unless, sometime in the future when I did. But once I got to sixth grade, yeah, I started walking around those schools, started walking around Springfield Ave, 18th Ave, Market Street, Court Street, Martin Luther King, all those places in Newark. I started walking around all those places. So then I started going to school in those areas too, by St. Benedict's, where a lot of the greats came from. J.R. Smith and, Kyrie Irving came from not there. He came from another school. But anyway, come on now. Let's be consistent with them. Have a good weekend. My knee appointment was good. Shout out. I thank you to everybody. I appreciate everything that's going on right now. Everything is going so good. I'm making it better. I'm building relationships around me, far and near. I'm making life better. It's not going great, but it's going better than it was. The tad bit better. I didn't even give you the tip of the iceberg of how a little bit better life is going for me right now. A little bit. You don't even understand. Going through a lot. Possible divorce. Some very, very deep depression. That's why I mentioned the mental health, because nobody won't understand that. Because you're a black man, you ain't supposed to be in pain. I'm young, I'm 32, I'm constantly being here that I shouldn't be in this much pain. That's what you mean. But I'm working, I'll say it on camera, I ain't afraid of no VA or nobody, investigators, because I'm not lying about nothing. I'll tell the doctors too. Like, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna be active, but I still am in pain. Like, it's so crazy how I see people that's, I ain't about to get into it. I ain't hating. That's at 100% disability, but they like riding bikes every day. They super healthy. Like, they super in shape. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You can still be in pain and still be pursuing better. I don't want to be 300 pounds. Like, I don't want to be 350, 500 pounds dead ass, for real. Y'all wouldn't even believe it. Like, that's how I look at it. I remember growing up, we see obese people or heavier set people living around Jamaicans and Nigerian men, African men, and different men from St. Lucia, different men from different Caribbean islands, Ghana. They would look at you like you just a lazy American. Like, damn, we came over here, we around this lazy stuff. That's the truth, and that stays with me. But that don't stay with a lot of people I'm around right now. That's not in them. So that's why I be feeling like, man, I'm just destined to do better. And destined to understand that I had the chance to do better. Let me start today to keep doing great. Or start some greatness. And still greatness. Via here, and then my loved ones that I drop off every single morning. I'm out of here. It's raining this morning. It's the last week of March. Well, next week, the last week of March, I take it back. And it's been a good week. It's been real warm, too. Been real warm. But I appreciate your time. Always. Hit the necessary button about the channel. Start hitting the like button. Hey, comment if you've been watching the whole thing. Stay for the whole thing. If you made it this far, just hit the like button. You want people to see the video or what? That's what the like button does. I know my people don't understand YouTube, but if you appreciate it, if you understand, if you listen, hit the like button, share it out. Like, this is what the point of it. Like, what's going on? It's common sense. If you appreciate what I say, if you want me to be on nonsense, I'm not. Go find another channel to go do that on. But you heard it, you heard the message, hit the like button.